Mike's hot. Camera's hot.
Let's go.
Camera's rolling.
Check.
But yeah, you're right, and I think a lot of people need to get in or get out of however you want to put it. That mentality of worrying about
giving a fuck what motherfuckers think.
Yeah, who cares, man? Cater to the people that do fuck with you.
I've done that a lot, and I think that has dictated a lot of like how I moved and like the things that I like would say in public but didn't really believe in, personally. Yep.
And why did you say it though? Like, why were you saying it? Do you know why? Like, you were just being influenced by people you were around?
I was thinking that I needed to have approval from motherfuckers out here, and I didn't. Like, there's no need to have approval from anybody who is in your field, from any of your. I mean, it's cool to have respect for motherfuckers in your peers, but this is real life, man. Like, that validation, you should get that from your family and the people that support you. Mm-hmm. People that don't give a fuck, do not waste your time. I know, like, that shit has been like said like a fucking record player, but it's fucking true. It's just no cliche to that at all. Like, don't look for validation in motherfuckers who don't give a fuck. If you see people don't give a shit, move the fuck on, bro. Like,
they ain't for you.
Right.
Those people
I think that was another thing that kept me stagnant and just real fucking complacent with my situation as far as like what I'm doing, or how I move and shit. And like, once I really just started to like get comfortable with who I am, mm-hmm. I just started to fucking make better fucking music.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the other part that goes into that is if you just cater to the people that do fuck with you and do like your shit and not worry about the people that don't, or the people that you feel like you need to prove something to, if you stay authentic and true to yourself, eventually those people they'll want to be a part of what you got going on anyways. You know what I mean?
Believe me, in my situation, bro, to keep it real, I could have been a motherfucker out here that just like literally gave up on everything, just like fuck it.
A lot of people have.
Like, I'm not moving the way I'm supposed to move. I'm not getting the so-called recognition I thought I needed and shit, and thinking that was what dictated my creativeness and the shit that I did in the studio, and it doesn't. I mean, when you think about that shit, that type of shit, it fucks with you. Like, especially when you've been doing this shit for a while. Like, I can legit say I have been solo for 10 years out here.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And a lot of the reason for my me being, in this position that I am now, as far as my career, is because I was just fucking lazy. I wasn't doing the fucking work.
Yeah, but even,
you know what I mean?
Even at times, though, because, like, I would consider to be a pretty good fan of yours. Mm-hmm. And I'll follow stuff that you put out. And I would say that you are, even if you feel at times you're not consistent, you are still putting something out.
Yeah.
There's always something that you put out. So whether it's your own beat that you're starting to make, or whether it's a song that you have, or a video that you've shot, like, you still always put out something. And I don't know, man. Like, it's tough, but realistically nowadays, you don't need to have the people around you to be, supportive.
Yeah.
Online presence, marketing presence nowadays, like, you can still get the support, and actually more support than your local people. And that's a frustration.
That's the thing, man. When people start seeing certain local cats moving and making noise, they kind of feel like they need to attach themselves to that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Whether they dick riding or whether they fucking just want to fucking, take advantage of the situation and try to,
ride that wave.
Right. Like, I feel like for me personally, I felt like my thing was I needed people to like my music. Mm-hmm. I wanted to know if they liked it or if they fuck with it.
Of course.
Never was like, oh man, I'm trying to be a part of what you got going on. I'm trying to be in this clique or with that clique. It was like, because when I first started, all I did was just post links and tag people on Twitter and shit, like straight spam type shit.
Yeah.
But it's because I wanted people to hear me so bad. Because I'm like, yo, I'm saying some shit. Like, I need people to hear this shit. But after a while, I got to a point where, because I honestly, like, moving by myself, I didn't really talk to nobody for no guidance. I really had no quote unquote OGs to tell me like how to move out here, how to promote myself, or how to reach fans in a certain way. I just fucking put music out and was like, all right, whoever finds it, finds it.
That's something we talked about, or we addressed in the last episode too with Fats. He was talking about artists out here that just don't have guidance. There's just no guidance, so they don't know. They have all this shit that I want to put somewhere. I want people to hear it, but I don't know how to fucking do it. And that's exactly what we talked about. And some people handle that shit very poorly. Yeah. And it reflects poorly on the city.
Like just a few minutes ago, you just put me on to 2 different, websites where I can, improve my merch. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit that, I should have been known, but the fact that, I don't go out and really talk to people or ask people fucking questions because I don't want to be the type of person that either comes off as, I don't know shit, or if I'm bugging people, I don't know what the fuck. Like I always think too much about shit. And now over the past year, that hasn't been something that's been a trait of mine because I really don't give a shit. Either I'm going to find out the information or I don't. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And I
find it out.
Right.
Just ask the fucking questions.
Right. And
if they don't want to give it to you, figure that shit out yourself. Motherfuckers. Dude.
I've been trying to get doing everything the right way, like promoting my music the right way, putting the money behind it, like doing shit the right way, getting my shit on all streaming platforms and just shit I should have been doing a long time ago that I feel like is just going to be beneficial to me now, especially like now that and I don't mind because of the fact that I've grown a lot as far as like me rapping and like, the shit that I've been doing. Like I've become a better rapper. I've become a better producer. I'm starting to, learn how to mix my shit. Like this is certain shit that I'm glad I'm starting to know now and starting to figure out now so that shit can start progressing the right way.
What do you know what changed? Like what got you to look at all this stuff and
just watching some of my favorite artists, man, and just soaking up game, like, and also, to go back to some of the shit that, you guys, told me about, behind the scenes, just how you guys watch, certain things and like just kind of, learned,
emulate what works,
right? Emulate the things that work for you that you like to do, and it's always it's so okay to find an inspiration and go off that. And it's funny because I just realized it. I've always been that way, but like I was watching this Bob Ross shit, and I was watching a documentary and shit. Bob Ross cold as fuck, right? Yep. And I'm just thinking that this dude just created this whole platform of him, being on local television, painting dope ass pictures, and now he's just Bob Ross. Like Bob Ross created this whole world, but he took that inspiration from somebody else. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like he saw like this is another guy that had the same exact show as Bob Ross first. You know what I'm saying? And he saw that and it took inspiration and just skyrocketed that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's all about, and he paid homage too. That's one fucking important thing. Always pay homage, always pay respect. Because if you are emulating somebody or you are not really taking, but just inspired so much that you see what they're doing and you apply that to what you're doing, it's always great to pay that homage and pay respect because good karma's real. Yeah, 100%. Good karma's very real, and it'll bring your career to like a fucking Bob Ross. That motherfucker's
everything comes back energetically, no matter what. Throw
that in the bar. That might be a new bar. You know what I mean? Like that time for.
Trust me, I've been writing a lot of shit down lately, man. Just because I talk a lot, so. When I speak, I be saying a lot of jewels. I got to write them shits down, man.
Yeah, for sure. So, I don't think we even introduced our guest. Episode 206. We got
if you don't already know,
very good friend, very close friend of the show, BlackK. Welcome back.
What's up?
At one point, you were talking about getting rid of the whole name and just going by your government.
Yeah, I was gonna go by Jaquan Pittman.
You changed your mind?
That's my name, but like I said. I haven't even scratched the surface yet. Yeah. So I'm not even at a change my name point in my career. You know what I'm saying? In my career.
So you had to humble yourself a little bit. Like nobody gives a fuck what my name is. Yeah.
I thought about it because when you Google my name, my rap name, you find everything. Yeah. And when I saw that shit, I'm like, there's no way I could change that right now.
That's a whole rebrand. Yeah. Probably not at the best time.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I gotta be in a spot where.
A rebrand should almost be a promo run.
That's basically what people do.
Yeah,
that's basically what the fuck people do. They rebrand themselves and rename themselves when it's time to switch it up and when this ain't working no more. You know
Diddy
what I'm
has
saying?
made a whole post-rap career out of it. Like, Diddy don't even make music anymore. He literally just changes his name every
If anybody can guess how many times, and I'm talking to the viewer, if anybody can guess how many times Diddy has changed his name, I'll send you a free shirt.
6.
It's more than 6.
Bruh. Diddy, what was the most, like, one of the most recent?
Brother Love.
Brother Love. That was what I was like.
That shit don't count.
It do.
He still refers to himself as that on IG and shit.
That shit count.
It counts. He ain't gonna change his @ Like, his @ is still gonna be Diddy.
Yeah.
But when he gets on IG live and shit, he's like, Brother Love.
Make it official, man. It's gotta be official.
Brother Love. So part of the reason that I always enjoy having you here is not only because I like your music and I think you're a talented guy, but because you're always tapped into like the latest current events and music, not only locally but just worldwide. So I want to talk about some things.
That's right.
The first thing I want to talk about is this whole Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion situation.
Oh, let's get it in.
Yo, what in the fuck is really going on?
I was wondering if we were going to talk about
First things first, because I just watched that video of her talking about it yesterday. And for one, that shit made me fucking sad.
For real.
I
hurt my soul,
that shit
bro.
Fucked me up. I was like, oh, damn, I didn't expect that. Because, like, you know, Megan, like, I'm not a big Megan Thee Stallion fan. I feel like she's a dope-ass rapper.
Yep.
I feel like she kills it. Like, I actually became fond of her during her BET Cypher. When she was like just that pocket she was in, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo,
baby or whatever.
Killed it. Mm-hmm. So, huge respect.
Cypher, was he?
What was he?
Shut the no, he wasn't.
I hope.
Did this stem from the BET Cypher?
No.
Oh man,
that's
why conspiracy.
That's why I bodied you at the BET Cypher.
I'm pretty sure it was a whack ass lineup, and then it was literally. I'm pretty sure it was a whack lineup, and then it was Megan the baby. That was it.
You might be right.
Yeah, I don't think Tory was in that.
All right.
But
that'd be fun.
This is all because of a rap battle.
Nah. You crushed me on that shit.
I think because she still didn't, you know, she didn't confirm whether it was him or not.
Which to me says it was me that is a confirmation, because otherwise she would say that it wasn't.
Wasn't it kind of beating around the bush though? Or no?
Well, she did say she said something along the lines of people just putting out crazy ass stories.
Yeah.
That aren't true.
Yep.
That could be.
But there was a lot of stories out there.
But she did say she got shot in both her feet. Mm-hmm. She didn't say she wasn't saying he or she.
Yeah.
Like she made sure she didn't say he or she.
Yep.
I think that's also a lesson with our culture, that because people really.
Where the fuck did that even come from?
It became a badge of honor, so to speak, for people to get shot in hip hop. Mm-hmm. When people got shot in hip hop and made it,
yeah.
If they shot somebody and now they're free,
even if it's in your foot or like in your ass,
it don't matter if you got shot.
My ass.
So like if you think about it, there's a lot of different rappers that have said they got shot. If you watch some of these people's interviews, you'll learn that some of them have got shot in like their hand or like their leg or some shit or like whatever. They never really specifically say what in their music, because just saying they got shot is dope in the culture.
Wayne claims to have gotten shot, but Wayne got shot by himself.
Right, exactly. That's what I mean. Like that. Yeah. Wayne has talked about being shot, but then you see a documentary and find out he shot himself. Yeah. So it's like,
and that's why racism doesn't exist, according to Wayne, by the way.
Oh my God.
Because a white cop saved his life.
I mean, Wayne shooting himself technically is black on black crime. So we'll get to that though, because that's not really a thing. Just a full disclaimer, that's not a real thing.
No, it's not.
So, that's like it's a real badge of honor type shit. Like motherfuckers think they cool.
Yeah.
And I think after this, especially after Megan's situation, especially being a woman, a black woman, because we're in this era of people just now for some reason understanding that they need to protect black women at all costs, when that should have been that should have been mandatory from day one.
No shit.
Her situation is like telling jokes about shit, like that's it's never fun to joke about anybody that's been through something traumatic, especially after they have expressed how traumatic it was to them.
Yeah.
Like you're seeing how heartless a lot of people are, especially on the internet. People really don't give a fuck. It's like I really feel like the same people making jokes and talking shit are the same people who be like, pray for so and so when something is trending. For sure. You know what I'm saying? Like these people are confused.
She said something actually I think really powerful in that live where she said, I don't just fucking run to the internet to talk about shit because it happened. And I was like, man, that is so a fucking problem in this goddamn world.
Yeah, it is.
Everybody wants to run to the internet immediately and get everything off there. It's just I gotta get to the internet as fast as I can to tell everybody about this shit that I shouldn't even be fucking talking about.
Right.
Like the dudes that, I mean, even go back to like the dudes that killed fucking Triple X. They literally went from the goddamn murder scene to the house to talk about it. Like, what the fuck?
Like, that's the only thing I don't understand. Like, people who record or like they show off the fact that they killed somebody. It's like,
even people that record tragedies.
Yeah.
Like, I understand that there is a place for that. Like, if you are in a situation where you are seeing a black man being murdered by the police, and you feel like you don't have any other recourse besides to put a camera on it and just say, look, we're fucking watching you.
Yeah.
So whatever you do here is going to be released to the public. I get it. But my mind would never go there.
Yeah.
I would not even think about my phone.
Yeah.
In that situation. Like I would not even think about the fact that I have a phone.
Like when I was in Denver, I had to remember that people take out their phones when they see fights because like I was walking up to the bar and some dude and this other dude was like about to get in a fight or whatever, and while they fight, I'm just watching it because like that's just my mentality. That's the 90s baby in me.
Yeah, I don't think to pull my phone out.
I'm watching this shit because I'm about to see a fight go down, and then I'm like, oh yeah, people capture this type of shit.
Right. Yeah.
Fucking pull like, but that's like it's not your first instinct, bro. Like I don't like when people do that shit. No. Like for instance, I was rolling over in Brooklyn Park last week. And like, you know, I hear like a commotion behind me over in the parking lot of Walgreens and shit. And I see these guys jumping this kid. He's just stomping him. It's like 3 or 4 different dudes and they just stomping one dude. And it's like these girls behind them and they all with their phones out and shit. And I'm like,
that's tragic.
What is the point of that? Why do people do that shit? It's like for one,
clout.
You telling yourself. People don't understand everybody gets in trouble with that shit. Everybody that records some violent shit gets pressed by the police. Yep. They just don't talk about that shit. Mm-hmm. Like everybody gets pressed by them. So I don't know why the fuck people still fucking do that shit. Second of all, it's like there's nothing cool about it, bro.
No.
There's nothing cool about that shit. Just give that shit up.
Views. That's all you're going to get.
Jumping motherfuckers and
You're going to get views. You're not going to get any money off of that. You're not going to get any like new friends or family members that are gonna love you.
You're
like
just gonna get a bunch of people that want to come to your page because they want to see the clout you're trying to reach.
That's it. Yeah, that doesn't register in my.
I be hoping motherfuckers like that get knocked out, bro.
Man,
they will.
I just wish like you could still do that nowadays. Just knock people out.
I rolled up in the middle of it. And literally just split them two with my car, like, or split the dude right here, the one dude that was getting jumped in the crowd of people right here. Because I'm like, yeah, I ain't got shit on me. It's not like I can, you know, defend myself, but I can knock a motherfucker out. You ain't gonna look at me and think you could beat my ass,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And he's, you know, some young teenage motherfucker. So I'm just, you know, I like to split that type of shit up. I don't like seeing that shit at all.
No, that shit is sad to me.
If it's in front of me, if I see it, I'm gonna try to do something about it. Period. I'm not gonna be the motherfucker around here just like, oh.
Yeah, if I see a group of people in a parking lot and there's 2 dudes that are trying to catch a fade, a one-on-one, then I can assume, okay, there's a reason for that.
If I can post about it, I can act on shit in real life. A lot of people post shit and talk about how they disgusted with certain shit. Like what I said before, black on black crime, that's a fucking term that has been used to fucking deflect everything that fucking black people believe in.
Right.
And I stand by the fact that we need a lot of fucking work to be done in our community, which is why I want to be one of the people to try to stand between the fuck shit that happens. Try to stop shit from happening when it's happening. try to intervene when I can. I don't like seeing that shit. I just, you know what I'm saying? It fucks me up. People don't think that we know. That's the fucked up part about it. They mention it like like we don't know about it. How the fuck do you combat Black Lives Matter with, well, black people kill black people?
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Where and people posting articles of shootings that happen. Where is Black Lives Matter? Oh, you mean the same people that live in those neighborhoods? Who build organizations, who try to have these small groups to go around these inner cities and try to help these kids. It's like it's something we need to get into real quick. I'm sorry, but
well, if black on black crime is the thing, then so is white on white crime.
Exactly.
And Asian on Asian crime and whatever because you commit crimes against the people that you fucking live around.
Yeah,
that's just all there is to it. So crimes are committed against the people in your community.
Well, let's
talk about why communities are segregated.
Let's talk about trauma.
Yeah,
trauma is real. That shit is super fucking real.
Of course,
my people have been through a lot of shit, and you pass down a bunch of trauma to a bunch of people who have been through it all. Like there's generational curses that need to be broken. And
agreed.
I feel like, from it, and it goes way past, poverty and living in the hood and not having all the fucking resources and the opportunities that white people have, and being neglected by, the place where they live, their state, their government, being neglected by the system. Fucking, you have little black kids who grow up feeling like they can't appreciate their skin color. People think they too black or not black enough. Mm-hmm. That's a trauma. Of course. Little black girls walking in the bathroom, looking in the mirror at their hair, not thinking that their hair is beautiful when it is, because of the standard that has been set in America and what America wants you to look like. They don't think that their blackness is beautiful. That's a trauma. You know what I'm saying? Like, trauma's real. They got to understand that when they try to come at people with black on black crime. Fuck out of here with that shit.
Yeah, no, I agree. There's a lot of trauma that black people have gone through in the past that has still not been dealt with, that is being carried into now. And it seems that if we don't do something about if we don't go, I'm trying to think of the best way to say this.
Accountability.
If we don't start to recognize the issues that we have specifically in America with equality,
yeah,
that shit is going to get worse.
People think we shout Black Lives Matter or talk about racism as if we want it.
Right.
That's the dumbest shit in the world. Like
accountability has to be fucking taken to a whole nother level, man.
They think it still exists because of the Black Lives Matter organization. I feel like, yeah, there's shit behind it, whatever the fuck you want to talk about, but fuck that shit. We ain't talking about political shit. We talking about our lives.
I posted the other day, just to make sure that people understood what I meant when I said black people's lives matter. It's not about BLM. It's not about whatever their organization is. It doesn't have anything to do with this or that. I don't know what fucking organization. I haven't done enough fucking research, and I probably won't. Because that's not the shit that matters to me. That's not what matters. What matters to me is human beings that are not being treated fairly. That's what it is to me.
And it seems to happen every single time there's a protest or anything happening. It always goes to the small percentage of people who are out there doing the weird shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They always seem to take the focus off black lives.
Right.
So it's like nothing ever gets done, even though they talk about this. They talk about change. They talk about all this bullshit. But this shit still exists. People are still racist as fuck. People are still going to try to do fuck shit.
People are so racist and so opposed to the idea of Black Lives Mattering that they made up a movement about a color of people that doesn't exist. Motherfucker, there's no such thing as a blue person.
Lives, man. Come on,
blue
bro.
people don't exist.
Come on, bro.
Like,
blue people might exist, but not on this fucking planet.
well, yeah, man, we might find out soon.
They
Maybe that's what those UFOs are here for. Like, they fuck with us. They fuck with us down there. See, blue lives matter. Let's go.
Let's go fuck with.
Let's go show them the real blue lives.
Nah, they talking about motherfuckers with badges.
Yeah.
Motherfucking real blue people showed up. White people would shit themselves.
You know, another thing that I wanted to address. Something that Mac Irv said, I think months ago.
Yeah.
He posted something about how he gets real racist vibes now when he sees an American flag. And I thought, yo, that is so fucking true.
It is very true.
That is so accurate.
It is very true.
And think about how fucking sad that is. And then he posted something this week, like apologizing, like, that's not what I mean when I say that. I'm like, yo, don't explain yourself, bro. Like, you don't have to explain that.
That I feel like I may be wrong because I don't know him personally, but that may have something to do with just that validation that I'm talking about.
Could
be some of that, and I have to bring that to, growing up in Minnesota. A lot, and I know a lot of black people can attest to this. They felt like they've had to walk on eggshells or like tiptoe around certain shit or try to make white people feel comfortable because they don't want to, fully express their blackness. Mm-hmm. So they let certain shit slide, like a white person saying nigga or a white person asking, oh, why does your hair feel like that? Or a white person asking why you dress like that or why you live over there or why anything like that. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like that goes back to what I was talking about with trauma, but it's just that's when people have a certain fan base, and I'm not even talking about him particular because I don't know about his fan base, but when people have a particular fan base, when it's mostly white people, and it's usually a lot of white people who like hip hop but don't really give a fuck about black people, they will fucking try to cater to them in a certain way to not try to lose certain people, but it's like those people you got to weed the fuck out. Yeah. Really, those are truly the people we got to weed the fuck out. Yeah. We do not need those people in the culture.
Agreed.
And we need to make more room for the people who need to feel comfortable about being themselves. Everybody who is black in this genre needs to be comfortable and you don't even need to be loud about it. You just need to be comfortable and you need to accept your blackness. You need to accept who you are. You need to accept your role in this shit. You need to speak up. You need to say what's on your fucking mind. I definitely have lost friends and followers or whatever over me being vocal about me loving my people.
Bro,
I do not give a shit about that.
The Wisemen Show lost a couple hundred followers.
Bruh.
When, right just after the George Floyd situation.
Every single one of them can eat a dick. It was
wild. Bro, I'm not, I looked at our page one day, and I went back the next day, and it was down like 300 some followers. I was like, whoa. First of all, why were those motherfuckers following us in the first place? What the fuck was going on?
People that give a fuck about hip-hop but don't give a fuck about black people.
Right, exactly. That's exactly what it was.
They
probably big Rhyme Sayers fans.
We do not need.
I said it.
Probably fucking Lee.
Mm-hmm.
And I can attest to that shit too. I seen a lot of them motherfuckers that support Rhyme Sayers out there fucking low key supporting them fucking predator ass motherfuckers and shit. And being out here fucking.
Thank you for speaking up and taking responsibility. You didn't take shit.
Look, man.
Take responsibility of shit.
Like I said, the me wanting validation and whatever the fuck going on out here is gone out the window, motherfucker. It's GMS. It's my brand. I'm trying to push that shit the way that I want to push it. If you fuck with me, you fuck with me. If you don't, you don't. I really don't give a fuck.
That's good.
I really don't give a fuck.
I think that's exactly where you should be at.
Yeah.
That's exactly where you should be at. So that being said, let's move on to the music. So I know it's been, what? When did you release that project? December?
Yeah, it's been
zero below.
Since
below zero. Was it zero below or below zero?
Just below.
Just below. Oh, just below.
Yeah, but it had the little
zero. It had the zero.
Too,
okay.
So but yeah, below. Yeah, I dropped that on my birthday in December. Yeah.
Okay.
And I fully produced, mix and master all that shit. I just wanted to experiment, man. Just one of those experiment projects where I was like, look, I have the equipment. I wanna mix and master my own shit. I wanna record it in my house and just fucking put it out. And I did that shit. I accomplished that shit. Put out, did my own artwork. Well, my homeboy helped me with the artwork. Shout out to my guy J.R. Miller. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you know, everything just in house.
It was done all independently.
All in house. Yeah.
That had to feel good.
It did feel good, and I made everything the way that I wanted to make it, and I appreciate everybody that really fucked with it, and it gave me the confidence to want to continue to get better and want to improve in my craft, and that's part of, you know, my growth right now. Like, you know, there's a lot of insecurities within myself when it comes to music, and I don't want to hold myself back, and I hate that shit. So that's where Below came from.
So was that Go ahead, sorry.
Do you feel that you're gonna plan on producing your next album too? Then
my next project that I'm making right now is all different producers. I'll have a couple on there that I produced, but I'm working with some
mix and
people
mastering?
right yeah. The mixing and all that shit. I'm recording it and mixing it at my crib, so everything is gonna be mixed and recorded at my crib. So I got 3 songs done. All of them are out right now. Ready, Life Lessons, and We Outside. Those 3 right now. There's a video for Life Lessons,
yep.
And Ready is featured on Benny the Butcher's Who Can Rap Volume 2.
Yeah.
He's hosting that mixtape, so he put that on there for me, so I appreciate him. Shout out to Benny. And then and We Outside is just the regular black feeling that I have when it comes to everything that's going on out here, and it's nothing new because I made Statistics 4 years ago, and same content.
Yep. Same
shit.
Yep.
That's how you know shit ain't changed.
Yep.
It's just one of those things. Like I woke up that morning, like when after the George Floyd shit happened, I couldn't sleep well at all. Like I was waking up at odd times in the morning. It was like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, sitting up for the rest of the day, not like trying to fucking play video games, make myself tired or something. I was just angry. I kept going out there. I kept feeling like myself getting more angry and angrier. And then it was like the morning, I want to say like 4 days after maybe like 2 days or something like that. I don't know how many days. It's all a fucking blur to me. I was fucked up.
Yeah.
But I went out there. I went out there one morning. I just sat outside and just was like looking at all the fucking shit that was damaged and like
You're talking about Minneapolis. You went to
Yeah. I went over south.
Yep.
And I was standing next to Cub Foods, and I was looking at all the buildings that were getting sprayed down and shit, and I was like feeling good about it. And it was like, yo, when you see destruction, how do you feel good about it? And I kept asking myself that question.
Sorry, I don't want to cut you off, but I don't want to forget this. When you were undoubtedly probably sitting, I'm guessing you probably watched a lot of this unfold on TV or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you feel good about it then? Or was it?
Yeah.
Did you? So when I was watching this all happen, like with my wife,
yeah.
You know, my kid's sleeping across the hallway from me, and we're watching this shit happen like on live television.
Yeah.
I was like scared. I was like, oh, like this is gonna get real fucking bad, and I understand it, but the world is like really changing, and it was a little bit scary. But then the next morning, I had the same exact feeling. I saw the ashes, the rubble, everything burning, and I was like, yo, fucking good.
The night it was happening, and I have to like give my mom a lot of credit for this because she's the only person that really like stops me from doing anything. But like, you know, that's something I would have been a part of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't shy away from fighting for what I believe in. And my family knows that, which is why, you know, a lot of them hit me that night to let me know to stay my black ass at home.
Yep.
But when I saw it like right now I'm smiling. I can't stop smiling, and it's weird. Like I can't describe it, but it's like I felt something in me. I was like, yeah, take that shit, burn that shit, fuck that shit up. Like it's something in me that it's just I feel that. It's real. Like the trauma's real, the depression's real, the anxiety is real. the hurt is real, the pain is real, the fear is real, the sadness is real, all of that shit for centuries on centuries, the same shit. And people want people to continue to do what they want them to do. Like, you want people to be peaceful, and you want people to continue to ask for shit that should have been done years ago, decades ago. You're supposed to be already on board with this shit, but you're not.
Right.
So guess what? Like, what do people think the history of this whole fucking country is?
This is based
when
on
people don't like some shit, they go to war.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
Our country is literally founded on it.
Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, when people
Columbus pulled up, like, y'all are here? Nah, I want this shit.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Burn
like,
it down.
This place is built on that. And for some reason, certain people understand that, but don't understand why black people feel the way that they do. And there's certain black faces that white people like to use to validate their point.
Don't even say names, please.
Oh no, fuck no. You're not getting your name called out of my mouth at all. Yeah. That's my point right gross. There is that they like to use black faces to validate their hate. Yeah. Like, look, so and so said this, so guess what? I'm right.
And let me just say,
all lives matter. Fuck out of here.
Those people.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck those people.
They're the
so detrimental to the movement, and they don't.
The only time they ever speak up is when they're in a crowd of the anti-protesters. Right. They'll never say that shit when they by themselves in front of somebody. They'll look at somebody with a Black Lives Matter shirt on in the store, but keep walking. You ain't gonna express your fucking
bitch
Twitter
about it
fingers right there.
When they take 10 steps,
man.
When they get in their F-250 with the American flag.
Come on, bro. Come on, like they Confederate flags and shit. Man, fuck out of here. But
bro, that American flag is feeling a lot like the Confederate flag.
It is
these days.
the way that people have been putting the two together.
Yeah.
That's what's been going on. People have been putting the two flags together.
The thin blue line American flag too.
How you put the losing flag with the winning flag?
Makes no sense. We got the losing flag with the winning flag with the flag of people that don't exist.
The best example that people cannot explain is the fact that there are no Nazi flags that are still represented as part of history.
Right.
Unless people are considered.
But goddamn it, we got to hang on to that Confederate.
Come on, bro.
Same with all these statues. But why is anybody mad about a statue being taken down? Did you build that statue?
Because we have to protect our history.
God, fuck our history.
Yeah, fuck it, man.
And it doesn't take away.
You know it.
It doesn't take away from our history.
What was that song, too, that really kind of puts that in perspective? The greatest traumatization on video was the Holocaust. But the slavery was not on video.
See?
So that's the history you don't see. What the fuck?
Bruh, come on.
I don't know, but I saw a trailer for that new show that's coming out.
Snoop Dogg.
Was it?
Snoop?
I think it is.
Might have been.
I think it's for Snoop's.
Did y'all see the trailer for that new show that's coming out called Cracker?
Oh, is it Netflix?
I don't know if it's going to Netflix or if it's going to be I don't know if anybody's picked it up yet. Apparently, one of the directors or writers of it is from here. Or one of the
Cracker.
Basically, it's if
I like the ring of that.
It's if slavery were reversed.
Yeah.
And so
they're
actually depicting slavery in reverse.
Yeah, yeah.
Which I think has the potential to be very powerful.
That's hilarious.
But it's also going to be. I feel like it's like it's never going to come
out. Do y'all remember? What was the show? Orlando Jones was on.
Orlando Jones.
Hold on one sec. Orlando.
That's So Raven?
no. American Gods.
Oh yeah, I think I watched like the first couple episodes, but I couldn't stick with it.
Okay, so there's an episode. There's an episode on American Gods, right?
That's Orlando Jones, right?
No, that's Orlando Brown.
Oh yeah.
Orlando Jones Brown, bro.
Orlando Jones is. Yeah. Okay.
Right,
that's right. That's right.
That's what Raven. that crazy motherfucker. God bless Orlando Brown.
For real.
If you out there somewhere, I hope you out
He's
there.
He's out there somewhere,
brother. But Orlando Jones, was on
Mad TV?
American. Yeah, he was too.
That Orlando
Yeah,
Jones? Okay,
yep.
got it. Yep.
On American Gods, and there was this scene where he just like demolished this white lady, like just talking about just history of like everything that happened, and like he was like basically talking about a revolution.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, well, he was a part writer on that show, so I know he like, you know, did a lot of, you know, shit for his own character. But after that shit aired, he ended up getting let go after the season was over. It was like one of the most powerful scenes in the show, and his character was really loved by the fans, the viewers and shit. And nobody understood why his character got wrote out of the show.
I think I remember this being like news. I remember this
it
happening.
was, and because he called it out,
Yeah.
and he called out the writers, he called out the director, and
That's
all that
right.
shit.
Did somebody else get fired too or something with him?
I don't know. I know him for sure, and he said for sure that it had something to do with how real his character was.
Yeah, I remember them talking about this on Breakfast Club when it happened.
Yeah, and I feel like that's the type of stuff that we need more of if people need to understand how we feel and what the fuck we go through. You can't keep hiding our history from people and throwing it under the rug, because that's what people do.
Yeah.
When they hear about it. Oh, nobody was alive to own slaves. When everybody talks about slavery, like the people that combat Black Lives Mattering and talking about how nobody was alive during slavery and how none of their parents, nobody they knew are whatever, they're not racist, whatever. Y'all have to understand that if you have to hold on to history like you're trying to hold on to these fucking bitch ass statues, then you have to hold on to our history too.
We got to keep the same energy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's never, and then that proves the point of the fact that Black lives don't matter to these people, because you don't give a fuck about our history and the shit that we went through. When people talk about reparations, bruh, why the fuck not? Nothing has been done about what happened.
Some people really think like the thought of reparations is like, oh, come on. It's like, why would that not be a thing? Like, do you know how far back this entire race of people were set?
Somebody can't tell me one thing that has happened to at least somewhat right the wrongs of slavery.
Yeah, if we can afford to hand out fucking $600 extra per week with unemployment and $1,200 checks to
why are people making more money sitting at home than they do actually working their job?
Right.
Something's not right here.
Where's the $6 trillion
y'all
fucking reparations
for America.
bill?
Y'all caping for y'all government.
Yep.
Y'all caping for these motherfuckers who continue to fuck y'all every day. Because they know y'all so motherfucking patriotic. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Shit is real out here for a lot of people. I feel like, you know, even the fact that we have, you know, the quote unquote just two choices to vote in the office. I'm personally, and call it whatever you want, I don't trust nobody. And I'll never trust nobody who's trying to go in. And until
I'm voting for Kanye.
You do your thing. Do your thing.
Guess who hasn't done anything to hurt the American people? Kanye. Guess who hasn't put anybody in?
People judge him.
Guess who hasn't put anybody in prison? Kanye. So he had a few maybe crazy episodes. Maybe not. I mean, are they really crazy?
All politicians are fucking crazy. So
I'm saying
that's not far off. President though. What the fuck?
No, but you want Biden as president?
No, I don't want any of these motherfuckers as president.
But I'm saying if these are our options,
and we can step in this shit, and I can't handle president.
If I can vote for somebody that has not been responsible for putting a whole bunch of people in prison or being a part of corruption in our country and other countries, there's an option out there for us. I get that people think Kanye is unstable and quote unquote crazy, but the fact remains, he's never done any of those horrible things.
Yeah, I mean, when you put it that way, you can't argue that.
Like,
you really can't argue.
What are you gonna do? Not vote? Because I mean that. You might as well vote for Kanye if you're not voting. I mean, I don't know.
That makes sense.
Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
No, because I'm not. I'm really not. Like, there's nobody that I think is for me. So I don't really. Who the fuck am I gonna vote for?
I'm voting for Kanye, bro.
People just be making people vote, man. It's like, yo, there's nobody that's really for us, bro. Trump ain't for us. Biden ain't for us, bro. Like,
Kanye is. He's been for us. Look at the music he's given us.
Kanye's been for the art.
All right.
In my opinion.
I can get behind that.
Kanye's been for the art.
I can get behind that.
If it came to making certain decisions, I feel like Kanye would think artfully first. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to think about the people first.
Donald Trump has done nothing to make me happy.
We're gonna say
nothing at all.
Ever.
He's never said
any.
He's
never got on a mic and said anything to make me happy. He's never got in front of a camera and said anything to make me happy. He's never done anything to make me happy. And I'm not giving him credit for these fucking stimulus checks either. Yes, I got a stimulus check. I'm very happy that I got a stimulus check.
I'm not giving that shit back.
We definitely needed it. For sure, my family needed it. He ain't do that shit. Joe Biden has only provided me with comic relief.
Yeah.
He's funny sometimes. But he also had a hand in the 96 crime bill. He put a lot of motherfucking people in prison.
And he's a goddamn weirdo.
And he's old as fuck.
He's a goddamn weirdo.
Kanye has given me the college dropout. Kanye has given me Beautiful Twisted Dark Fantasy. Kanye has given me and the film that goes with it.
I was just about to say the documentary was flawless.
Which I watched on fucking Molly once, and it was fucking incredible.
Bro,
and I swear to God, I was in it.
Yeah.
Bro, he's given us, what else? He's given us like fucking 6 classic albums.
Damn, I just thought about that. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is the name of that song? It's like that song on this album, Beautiful. Fuck.
That's with
Fuck.
that's one with Cudi.
Yeah. That's my shit.
Is it called Down?
I don't know what the name is, bro. I'm gonna listen to it later on the way home.
I think it's called Down.
I gotta drive.
Bogus, you notice I will never ever.
I gotta stop smoking blunts.
Yeah.
It is. That is it. That's it.
I don't know if it's called Down or whatever. I know the song you're talking about. Love that song. But yeah.
That's my shit.
So yeah, for me, honestly,
I will say it's hard for me. It's been hard for me to listen to his old shit because of the certain shit that he has said, and it's because it's like, this can't be the dude who made that. This can't be the same. You know what I mean? Like, I get people change, but like, this can't be the same dude who made this shit.
Yeah, I get that it's hard to look. I've been listening to a lot of old Kanye lately.
Yeah,
and I think the reason that I have been is because I'm trying to psych myself into voting for him. Because I think that person is somewhere in there. I think that person is still. I think that person still exists. Mm-hmm. I think what we're seeing is I think some of it is trolling.
Yeah.
Some of it is just promo.
Yeah.
But the other thing is he's often
he ain't dropped the album yet, so
he's often taken, I think, out of context, and like when we hear somebody stand in front of us and say, "I almost killed my daughter," we think, "Yo, Kanye had a knife and was trying to slit his daughter's throat."
Right.
That ain't what he was saying. He was saying that he, like his father, considered the idea of an abortion.
Yeah.
He's not talking about cold-blooded murdering his daughter
in
her crib while she slept, but that's what everybody heard. You know what I mean?
It don't come out right sometimes.
It's because of how he says the passionate way the passionate way that he says things. People take things and turn it into that. And even, I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw that rant, I heard that shit too. I was like, "Yo, you almost killed your daughter. Like, what the fuck are you saying, Kanye?" And then I realized afterwards, like, oh, he's comparing it to his own father wanting to abort him when he was young, you know what I mean? And saying at the same time, my mother saved my life by telling my dad, "No, we're not doing that." Right. That's real to him. You want to talk about trauma? Imagine finding that out. Your father wanted to kill you before you were even born. That's trauma.
That's
you know what I mean?
That'll fuck when you get older.
Exactly.
And make him fucking start bawling.
Exactly.
In front of his congregation.
Exactly. But that's the other thing too, is I feel like there's this stigma with men where we're not supposed to cry. And if we do cry,
we're soft.
We should, or do that shit in the privacy of your own home.
Yeah.
But don't let them see you sweat on camera.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really subscribe to that. Like, I cry a lot. I cry for dumb shit. And I'm not talking about like weeping, sad crying, but like sometimes I hear a song and that shit makes me well up. Like, bro, watching the Snoop Dogg versus DMX battle.
That was so beautiful.
Bro, when Slippin' came on, I had fucking tears running down my whole fucking face.
Bro,
because that song.
You remember where you were when you heard
that song probably saved my life. Mm-hmm. Like, it probably saved my life. I can't say for sure what would have happened if I hadn't had that song, but that song got me through some serious shit. And then, even rolling into Murder Was the Case, if you know the story behind that song,
especially that performance, where was it?
That was the BET Awards.
Yeah.
No, the Vibe Awards.
The Vibe Awards.
The Vibe Awards,
He performed that shit
while he was
in the middle of the case,
facing the charge, bro. Like, if you know the whole story, you know
I'm innocent.
He stepped on that stage
innocent.
Feeling
I'm innocent. He was saying
that fear, that being terrified. Like, he performed terrified for his life, knowing that.
God bless Snoop Dogg.
For real.
If they would have took him away.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Isn't that crazy? That's just fucking crazy.
Butterfly effect, man. I don't know what this world would be without Snoop Dogg. What would life be without Big Snoop?
Little Snoop.
We'd be lost. We'd be lost, bro. It was hard to walk away from that battle and not feel like he was the GOAT.
Who would be here to call people
So, and that's the fucked up part. Like, we talk about top 10s all the time, but why the fuck does nobody have Snoop Dogg in the top 10?
I think it's because he's not like this super strong rapper.
He's the most famous rapper in the world.
He might be the most famous person in the world.
So it's just like,
but is he
there's
not
no need
a
to put him
fucking
there 'cause
super
he's
dope
on
rapper?
everybody's
Because
list,
every time
period.
I hear his shit, you're like, God damn,
do you really need to be
bars.
number one on somebody's list or anywhere in their top 10 if you're in everybody's list?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
No, yeah.
Like, he's in everybody's list. You can't mention like the greatest rappers ever without mentioning Snoop.
No, 100%. Snoop is, and then, but I think part of it is you don't realize like his greatness until you do like a versus battle like that.
Yeah,
and it's like, yo, Snoop has a fucking catalog that I don't know. Like, the battle was closer than I thought it was going to be, but that's because they played 20 songs each.
Yeah.
Now, if you say we're going to do 40 songs, X is going to be playing songs that only like the real fans know by like song 26.
Album cuts and shit.
Yeah. Posse cuts, features off the Locks albums, you know, shit like Rough Riders, mixtapes.
Smart, man. That dude, he's got some.
Snoop he hasn't lost his performance. Like,
not at all.
Snoop he tours every year, so it's not like he'll just, get off beat or anything like that. But Snoop, when I tell you, he just like every single song flows. When you talk about somebody who's just a natural MC, like he put on anything that Snoop has ever recorded, he'll remember the fucking words.
That motherfucker remember that shit to a T, no matter what.
All his
and
greatest
half
shit.
of DMX's songs too.
Yeah, that's the crazy part. He was rapping all of DMX's
Straight
shit too.
up,
So
too.
like, I could not stop smiling that entire battle. That was probably the best. Theirs and Jill Scott and Erykah Badu.
That was great too.
They both have the best verses ever.
Period. Every comment that I saw was, I don't even care who the winner is. This was the most beautiful thing ever.
Yeah.
I didn't even pay attention to the score.
I'm not even joking. Like, I never seen one person fight about the shit.
When Snoop said it was over, I didn't think it was. Wait, what?
When he said, so this was some bullshit,
I didn't want it to be over.
Like, y'all still got like 40 more songs to go.
I missed it.
Did you?
The second I tuned in is the very last shit when they're freestyling. Snoop just starts dancing. I'm like,
he called me. You're like, did I fucking miss it? I was like, yeah. I mean, it's still going. You're like, are they freestyling? I was like, yeah.
X was so tired.
I didn't know it was over.
Fuck. Yeah. X was tired of the motherfucker. But he had so much
He sounded
energy.
super tired, like he was doing that shit the whole time too, and he was. But you know what? He did it like second to last time.
You put your head in the sky and close your eyes. You tired as fuck.
One of the second to last fucking verses that he spit was actually really dope, though. I was actually kind of surprised, like he was spitting some shit.
Then he hit people with a curveball too when he like hit that freestyle about his young age and like how he had to go through like being molested at a young age and thinking that something was cool and like that was something he needed. So all through his life he was thinking that sex was just the fucking shit that you needed to get all the fucking time. Like, once again, going back to trauma, man, that's that shit. And he kicked that shit real quick. I'm glad he did that shit too.
Me too.
Because it was at the right moment. It was at the right moment, the right time.
Yep.
And it like gave me that inspiration, especially me, the type of person that writes what I write.
Yeah.
It's like I write that shit out. Write out that pain, write out what you feeling. Like,
yeah.
this shit is therapy to me. So when I write shit and when I record shit, my whole mood changed, my whole feeling changed. I know a lot of people can relate to this. Like when you finally get done writing that last bar and you record that shit and then you finally get it to where you need to be and get that shit finished and recorded, it's like the whole weight has been lifted off your shoulders. So like seeing X, like not skinny, cracked out X, but like fat, healthy X.
He looked all right. Yeah, he looked
like,
okay.
That shit made me smile like a motherfucker.
He's looking old and chubby.
Yeah, like that's how we supposed to see X.
He tried to have
right
the
now.
same movements as before, and it was like, no,
dog, you get
slow
up there.
it down, man.
Dog, but
it was good though, man.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
When Snoop said, "Get us up to 2.5 million, and we'll both take our shirts off," and DMX said, "You're gonna have us in this motherfucker looking like the number 10."
Number 10, though.
Bro, I am like, I know, like this is like a figure of speech. I literally fell out of my chair onto the floor laughing. Like that was
like number 10 in this motherfucker.
Bro,
I laughed to all my baby mamas.
Yo.
All of them?
Yeah,
all
man.
of them.
All I had so much fun watching. That's probably the most fun I've had watching it.
Yo, they were funny as
yeah.
fuck. And that shit's live too. Can you imagine just chilling there? Like,
how did y'all watch it? I know you watched the re-rack. You watched it.
I watched it on Instagram.
Did you watch it on your TV or watch it?
I watched it on my phone, but I had my Bluetooth.
And then Swizz Beats afterwards. So I was watching his like.
Just a
live shit
recommendation for y'all for the next go round. I believe it's going to be Rick Ross and 2 Chainz, August 6th. Watch that shit on your TV. Yeah. There's the Apple TV. I don't know if you got a smart TV or whatever.
Yeah.
Or even if you don't hook up your laptop.
Yeah.
Watch that shit on Apple Music. On the fucking big TV, it's the whole screen, and it's in 1080p, so it's like it's not the Instagram. There's no comments, nothing. It's just a real production. So much better, and hook up your speakers. Bro, I'm telling you, I did it like that this time.
Put me on again. I'm ready.
Yeah, I lost my fucking.
I'm ready
remote.
for that one too. Ross and 2 Chainz. That's gonna.
You lost your remote for what?
What do you from my big ass TV?
Download the fucking the Roku app is way better than the fucking
Roku app. I've been trying all.
It's a Roku TV,
fucking,
right?
No, it's a LG.
Oh well, download the LG.
I downloaded.
I told myself I need to stop
fucking
smoking blunts.
trash,
I'm about to
bro.
light another one and shit.
I downloaded 3 different
off these fucking
LGs.
blunts. I need to change the papers. Fucking blunts be fucking my shit up.
He's having to come to Jesus over here.
My chest, man. My motherfucking yo. I'm telling y'all right now. Blunts is not the move.
No.
All right. Blunts is not the move as I'm sitting here. Like,
Have you ever smoked a joint?
It's not the, fuck yeah. I got hella joints at the
Didn't
crib.
you used to only smoke joints like pretty
I
much?
used to really be heavy on
Yeah.
joints, but like
I remember the first time you and Forrest came out. Well, first of all, think back at can I incriminate him? Has it been long enough?
I don't know. I think so.
He had a whole goddamn like Cub Foods grocery bag full of weed.
Oh yeah. No.
I thought he had like snacks and shit. No. He had a full grocery bag of weed.
Yeah, he's a smoker for sure.
Yeah.
He has to smoke that much.
Yeah. I don't think
You
I
can't incriminate him like that. You might. What the fuck?
This was
is
like
that?
five- this was almost 5 years ago.
It's for smoking uses, man.
It was almost 5 years ago. And we were in LA where it's legal.
Right.
Prove that we weren't. It's only audio. It's only audio.
But he's a chiefer just like I'm a chiefer.
Yeah.
Man. We chief a lot.
Are y'all still working on Brain Food too?
We got some shit coming. We
Yeah.
we definitely working on some shit. He's doing his photography shit right now. FM Visuals. Check that man out. He's really doing some shit. My guy, True Music. He's a dope rapper and he's a fucking dope photographer. And he's been out here doing this shit. He shot my video for Life Lessons.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, check my man out if you need a video.
With a nice ass camera.
Now, what do you use
Just
for
got a
that shit?
new,
That shit was fire.
Fuck, I forgot what type of camera he has. He just bought a new one too, an upgrade from that. So he has 2 cameras and he just got a drone too. So it's finna be lit.
Do y'all remember when we switched, like really went into like the HD era?
Yeah.
Remember how HD used to look?
Uh-huh.
How it looked like fake? It looked weird. Remember like the movements were all like
that Blu-ray shit.
when we first moved into HD. Like I'm
Man, it
talking
was
even
glitchy
before
as fuck.
Blu-ray.
Like the
Now, it wasn't
refresh.
even glitchy. It was just like
I feel like Blu-ray is more weird. Like
I just remember like how much different it looked from standard definition.
Yeah.
Like you didn't. Not everybody had HD. But like
Everybody that got an HD TV was like, this looks realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what
I
you
feel
mean.
like we're moving into like that with 4K.
Yeah.
Where I feel like sometimes I see music videos and I'm like, yo, this shit looks cheesy as fuck. But then you realize like that shit is amazing. Why the fuck does it look like that? You know what I mean? Like it's almost like I remember HD originally it looked really cheesy to me.
Yeah.
Like this shit looks it looks weird. Like
Now you don't want to watch nothing without HD.
right now HD, our eyes are acclimated to it, but now that 4K shit is coming, and you're like,
shit.
Did they shoot this shit with some kind of weird camera?
This shit trips me out.
It's like you're looking through a window.
My dad just got like a fucking like 80-inch something stupid ass big ass TV, man. Like put it in his basement, just big as fuck.
That's what I need.
Yeah, I haven't watched it. I haven't watched none of it yet. I'm gonna go over there.
Yeah,
and
I
watch
got this 70-inch ultra 4K fucking HD shit, and that shit's fucking crazy, man. Like I was playing video games, I'm like having a seizure staring at that shit, dude. They're like, yo, you need to get a smaller screen. I'm like, I'll try that shit out.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, once we redo our basement at my house, which is I don't know when that's ever gonna happen, but
that's where that shit. I'm about to fucking.
I'm gonna get what your dad just got.
Bro,
I'm going 80 plus.
Just to have fucking
just a big ass motherfucker.
The man cave TV, bro.
Yeah.
For like movies and shit though, that's the shit. That's what you want though.
I mean, I got a projector too though.
Projectors
can be nice.
Yeah, it is.
We could go projector.
I like projectors.
Like, projector.
No.
I really enjoy like high quality visual. You know what I mean? Like the projector, you're just never really gonna get that.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not. It doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Is it really that late?
What time?
God damn! It's already after 10. We've been rocking.
Yeah, we're about an hour on this episode right now.
Yeah, fucking. So, another thing I wanted to get into, real quick, just to say this because I said this shit on Twitter, but my studio is open to Minnesota artists.
Yeah,
and
I want to talk about that too.
I'm very biased, Minnesota artists only, because just given my situation and my come up and what I've been doing, I feel like a lot of people haven't stuck their hand out, not to give a hand out, but stuck their hand out and said, yo, I got the space, I got the shit, you're talented, you need to get your shit out, just record it and do what you do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I
so
mean,
are you offering your services for no charge for artists, or do you have rates, or what are you doing?
Well, during this time
yeah,
that we have going on right now, even though people, whatever is going on, whether you get unemployment, whatever, that's not my obligation. My shit is like, if you're hungry enough that you have shit ready and you want to record, my services are for free. If you want to come in for 2 hours, that's it. 2 hours, that's all you have of my time is 2 hours. That should be enough to come in with something written, ready to go with your beat.
100%.
Record it. I'll send it to you. You do what you want with it. If you want me to mix it, I'll mix it. You know what I'm saying? I need to practice myself, so I'm not gonna charge somebody for something that I'm learning. So
you're creating your own internship.
Pretty much.
For yourself.
Yeah. Pretty much. Something like that. I feel like nobody really does that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I know a lot of people want to benefit from shit, which I'd be stupid to say I don't, but it's like, in this particular situation, I've never had my own studio. Yeah. And I've always wanted my own studio.
So you're kind of enjoying yourself right now. Like you want shit to do.
Yeah. So I'm just exploring different avenues. I know different shit that I'm talented at. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be starting a whole bunch of other shit. I'm going to be trying to, direct more. I'm going to be trying to, shoot more, just getting behind a lot of shit. I want to, start acting and shit more. Like, it's a lot of shit I want to do besides music. And I know that I can do. I want to step into stand up, all that shit. I've been writing my shit down and like trying to, work my way through that. It's just a lot of shit that I want to do. And I feel like I can't hold myself back from myself and my talents and just be so, oh man, I just need to be a rapper type shit. Like I know I'm good at it. I can do it. I can put my shit out if I want to. It's a lot of shit that I don't want to hold myself back from. I want to explore that. I want to practice that. I want to build myself up to be multi-talented in different ways. So, and that comes with it.
So let's say you got to blow up and you got to pick one talent out of all the different things. What would you want to do? For the rest of your life.
I will say, because I haven't toured yet, that God willing, music be the main, but everything else like acting and, you know, comedy or writing for shows and
it's like 3 things.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
So
I want to do it all, bro.
You still want to do the other shit, but you would like the catalyst to be music.
Right, music. Yeah. I want that to be the main. That needs to be the main.
Yeah.
You want to be the jack of all trades.
I haven't seen you act or heard you stand up, but I would like you to continue to do music.
Yeah, I'm practicing my shit.
You're definitely a comic though, for sure.
Yeah, no,
man.
just I that's another thing. Like, you know, when I'm in rapper mode, you know what I'm saying? You don't really catch me in like comedian role. Like that's my thing. Like when I'm just hanging out with motherfuckers, like just making people laugh is just something that I do, and I like that. It's a natural thing. It's not like I'm just out there like, yo, I gotta make motherfuckers laugh. It's just natural. So like what I want to do is try to work at a craft towards it and write more and, you know, study my favorites, you know what I'm saying, get my cadence and, you know, shit like that.
Have you considered adding, because you're not really when you rap, you're not really a funny rapper.
Right, exactly.
You usually talk about pretty serious stuff. Have you considered trying to implement that?
Yeah, like so
I'm not talking like Lil Dicky.
I'll say in our first project, me and AJ, we did a few skits, and I introduced this person named Frankie James or something like that.
I remember. Yep.
But that's like, you know, the type of shit I want to start doing. I just haven't done a lot of skits, but we also were about to create a cartoon. Like we were starting to draw that out and shit.
Yep.
And come out with that shit. Like that's just different stuff I wanted to do, but just didn't have all the resources to get that done. Yeah. And
that cartoon shit is no joke, by the way.
Yeah, no, man.
I remember that shit.
Like finding people that can do animation is tough.
Is he still engineering and shit?
Oh yeah, AJ's still in the music, still producing the shit.
Good
like
for him, man.
I just sent him a beat the other day because he was like, "Yo, send me some shit. I want to write to it real quick."
Crazy ass dude, but
yeah,
solid,
bro. Like
man.
AJ is a mastermind. Like
go back
he's
to like
an evil
episode
genius.
13 or something like that.
Straight up, dude.
He's an evil genius, man. And he hasn't lost it. Like that's he's just a creative person. Like he hasn't lost that creativity about himself. And we really we still bounce off each other when it comes to shit. Like me, even practicing my engineering skills come from him.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because like that's how it all started. He's the engineer, I'm the rapper, and then he, you know, mixed it in with producing, learning how to produce. I started learning how to produce, you know, shit like that. Like he started writing and started rapping because I just realized AJ can rap too. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know, we're the type of people that like want to do a bunch of different shit, and really don't ever really just stick to music. Which is another thing that attests to like the growth in my music career, because I've always wanted to start doing other shit. Like I'm just all over the place. Yeah. But
you've done a lot of shit since I've known you.
Yeah, like,
and you've done a lot of shit that I really liked and didn't continue, and I was disappointed. Like I really liked your podcast.
Yeah, like that was another thing.
I was
like,
a guest on there once.
Yes, you were definitely a guest on there, and that's another thing what I mean by paying homage and giving respect to the people that inspire you to do shit. Like I'm gonna create my podcast. I'm gonna start it. I just really wanted to take it in a certain direction and make it how I wanted to make it. I wanted to have my own setup. I didn't want to have to go all the way this way to go and do it. Like
because you were recording some.
We were recording in Anoka,
the Esig shop.
Yeah, there too. Yeah,
that's right.
So it was like, so now that I have my own equipment and I have my own shit, I've been trying to formulate everything, get everything together. Like I'm gonna, you know, get my production together. I'm gonna buy a camera so I can be able to, you know, all that shit. So just it's a lot of shit I want to do, and I'm starting to have the resources to do it, and I want to be able to share that with people as well. Gotcha. Like people that I trust and people that I know are hungry and want to do the shit. So
I think you belong. I think you do belong in the podcast space.
Yeah,
or the broadcast space in some way.
I like talking, man.
Yeah, whether it just be on IG or, you know, I mean. Bro, there's a lot of people that are doing real well out there doing like the weekly IG thing.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel like, I think what you have that I think a lot of people don't have is I think you have the ability to go to crack a mic or open a phone screen and just go.
Yeah.
And not have to have somebody to bounce off.
Cooking pancakes and
not
shit,
to have somebody to bounce off.
No, yeah, like
that's a rarity, bro. Like I'm telling you, That's a really fucking hard thing to do.
Every time you pop on live, I always crack on that shit, man.
Bro,
it's funny as fuck, man.
That's a thing that I like to do. Like, that's what I want to do with my platform. And that's another reason why, you know, I brought up the topic of trauma earlier, because the first episode of my podcast that I'm doing, I wanted to be on that first so I can get all that serious shit out the way, because I want people to really know where I stand before they continue. You know, that's the one thing I really want to stand on, is being who I am and establishing that with people, because I want the right people to be there. I want the right people to follow me, and I want the right people to listen. I don't want anybody there, like you said, like, who will be there for months and years following you, and then once you post something that you believe in and that you follow behind, that's legit, motherfuckers fall the fuck back. Man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you want to get your
I want to get that point across right away, so we don't have no misunderstanding.
Yeah,
and then y'all gonna get the content y'all want and need. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do anything that's gonna compromise who I am.
Mm-hmm. No, I think that's smart, and not enough people do that. Just to lay
disclaimer, which is why I say that y'all are an inspiration in that way, because y'all haven't compromised yourselves for nothing, and y'all haven't went and just fucking did some fucking dumb shit to try to get your fucking names out there. You guys.
Did you ever think we would?
Nah, fuck no. Like, that's what I mean. Like, that's the reason why I fucked with y'all in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Ace. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I fuck with you. No, I ain't gonna let you do my nigga Ace like that. Shout out to Ace.
He's like, nah.
He put me on to y'all, man, and I really fucked with y'all from the beginning. Just
don't be giving him credit.
I got you.
He's gonna hear this and it's gonna go straight to his fucking head.
His head's big.
It is.
I hope he give y'all niggas some bars, bro. I hope he dish y'all.
He's sending
if you hear this,
shit,
Ace. Your next song, you got to make a Wiseman bar, my guy.
I hope he does.
You should.
See, the thing that rappers, I think, don't think about, or maybe they do think about, is if they diss us on a record, that's fine. You got about 2.5 minutes to diss us. We come in this bitch every week, and we got about 2 hours to go at you. So if you fuck with us, we could come back here and diss you for 2 straight hours.
I miss y'all.
And our shit don't have to rhyme either.
Huh?
Our shit don't have to rhyme either.
Of course not.
Or have a beat or any kind of synchrony to it.
Bash motherfuckers.
I can just sit here
and just go in for like 2 hours.
Just sit here and you know why so and so is a bitch?
And dig
why?
Because you know there's gonna be those motherfuckers in the community that's gonna be in y'all inbox like, yeah, so you know what I'm saying? I was with this motherfucker then and he did that. Yeah, y'all gotta say that shit. You know, it's gonna be, y'all gonna have all the info on motherfuckers and shit.
We got all the informatives on
I'm not getting on the Wiseman's bad side. Y'all better learn that shit quick. Whatever the fuck lens I'm looking in, motherfuckers.
Folders of screenshots still too,
bruh. Y'all
screenshots, bro. My old computer. Y'all better hope I don't find the power cord for that. There's some shit in there, bro. I have screenshots of people that literally threaten to murder me.
What?
Yeah. One dude threatened to fucking snipe me. I'm not bullshitting. An
artist from here?
He used to be an artist. He's not anymore.
From here?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
I don't know what he's doing now. I guess he could still be making music. Who knows?
That's fucking crazy. My man,
I wonder who that
he got threatened to get sniped. He's going to no-scope you, dog.
He's been on the show before. Go ahead.
What?
Go ahead and do your research. See if you can figure it out. I ain't saying his name.
You will when these cameras go off.
He's a fucking clown,
bruh.
I never once
know
felt
who threatened to snipe Jake Fairclough.
I've never once.
I want to know who did that shit. Who the fuck? They right? Like he had to be off 2 perks. He had to be off some shit. Like I'm a snipe. Who the fuck says they gonna snipe somebody?
Funny part is we were going back and forth in the comments of a post or multiple posts on Facebook. And then he jumped in my inbox to tell me that. He threatened my family.
If you threaten to snipe a motherfucker, I know. I mean, I'm sorry. I know you ain't gonna do shit. You fucking threatened to snipe somebody, my dog. Like
I remember,
who are you?
I remember I sent the screenshot because whatever was going on at the time had to do something to do with Lyric, and I remember I sent the screenshot of him saying that to Lyric, and I don't remember what my responses was, but I just remember Lyric responding with, "Oh, you'd really kill him."
I can't take a snipe threat seriously.
I'm just saying, like,
you fucking walk out the house, you see a red dot on your shirt. Oh my God,
he threatened my life and threatened my family's life, and I just know, like, my response was probably very like, I am not going to say anything to incriminate myself, but I'm going to say something that's going to let you know.
If you try,
that you better be fucking careful.
You better be prepared, motherfucker.
There's not a whole lot I would kill for, but
hey, all jokes aside, if you threaten somebody's family, you better prepare for whatever comes your way.
There's no gray area.
There's no idle threats when it comes to you talking about somebody's family. You can't just threaten somebody's family and then walk around and be cool and think that, oh man, I'm hard because I did this.
Yeah, and you might threaten the wrong person because like he's lucky that I'm an intelligent human being.
Yeah.
And I immediately thought what you just said, like, you're not gonna say you're gonna snipe me and then snipe me.
Exactly.
If you were really gonna kill me, you just fucking kill me. Right. You're not gonna hit me up privately to be like, hey, guess what? I'm gonna murder you. Like,
I'm gonna hit you with a sniper.
Right. And he got specific.
Bullet,
yeah.
Exact model and color.
He said you won't see it. You won't even see it coming. I'm gonna snipe you. Okay. So, but he's lucky because if he could say that to somebody else that maybe has trauma with some shit like that, and like, oh, it's on. Okay, all right, and then boom, you and your family is dead that night because you said some fucking shit that you didn't mean.
Well, see, that goes back to that shit. Like, we think about how it's cool to be hard. Motherfuckers think that shit is cool. Like, you have to be hard or else motherfuckers gonna think you a bitch. Like,
but we got to define hard too, because I think it can be cool to be hard if you are really that.
Yeah,
hard is not running around beating people up for no reason or shooting when you should be fighting. That's not hard.
There's a difference between being a motherfucker that's hard and being a motherfucker that's out here promoting the shit.
Right.
I don't think the motherfuckers who are really out here, real gangster ass motherfuckers, ain't out here promoting this shit. They just literally living their life as a motherfucking gangster.
Exactly.
People who promote the shit and who want to glorify the shit are the motherfuckers who are not those motherfuckers. But don't get it mistaken. Don't ever trust them motherfuckers with a gun, because they also like to try to prove themselves.
Facts.
They like to prove that they will go to that extreme to try to prove that they hard.
Yes.
They will fuck up their whole mental state just to prove a point that is not even
throw
there.
your whole life away just off of some I feel.
And then after they do it, they freak out.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's
snitch on everybody that's ever done anything anywhere around them.
Those be some of the most dangerous motherfuckers. So that's why I never put it past a motherfucker to do something. It's just I can read people well too. Yeah. Like I was blessed to have that ability to read a motherfucker. Like, I know how to read a situation. I stay away from confrontation at all costs, period. Because, most of the shit is not worth it. Most confrontation is not fucking worth it. Like, a lot of people get into it over stupid shit, especially on the internet. Like,
I just don't leave the house, bro.
Yeah, like, it's too much. It's too fucking much.
Charlemagne's taught me years ago, if I feel like I need to have my pistol, I'm not going there.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
And nowadays, the way things are, there's not that many places I feel good without a pistol.
The most I've ever been to an actual club was when I actually worked for one. That was it.
Yeah. I spent some days in the club, bro.
Yeah, I can't trust it, man.
Go to the club without my pistol.
The days I worked there,
then you shouldn't go. If you feel like you need to have the hammer, you just shouldn't go.
Sometimes I go. Yeah, I mean, it's not often.
Yeah.
But if I do, I'm not going anywhere that.
It's like you can't trust it no more, and people have made it a thing now to be downtown and try to have some shit pop off, and I can't get behind that shit.
A lot of these people are out here with their stimulus checks, fucking
flexing, bro.
purchasing firearms, looking for a reason to show that they have a firearm.
Nope. Not going.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Talking about the second round's coming. Motherfuckers finna be
supposed to be loose. It's gonna be announced this week.
Flaunting a firearm and $60. What's
right? Motherfuckers finna be out here, bro.
For real. Yeah, they say. Did you hear? They proposed this one was gonna be bigger. It sounds like it's not going to be now, but when they proposed was
what, a stimulus check?
$1,200 per person. And $1,200 per child.
I wish I could get one of these motherfuckers.
The last one was $500 per child. Wait, why can't you get one?
I don't get one.
Why?
I thought it was for every American though.
It's a stimulus. No, you still get one.
Swear to God, I don't.
You sure?
Damn.
You didn't like wake up one day and
hear what
see
he
it in
just,
your
he
account or
just
something?
did you hear that flex? He said I'm in a different bracket.
Oh, I didn't even catch that. Did I do that? I didn't catch that shit. All right, cuz flex real quick.
Where's your T? You need a T. You need a little.
He said, you know,
Yeah, hold on, one second. Let me throw that fucker on the pinky real quick here.
I'm in a different bracket, peasant.
Pass me my Danielle.
Be gone.
My Gucci glasses.
I ain't got no glasses on, motherfuckers. You got the gold chain on. Fuck you, man.
I gotta represent that shit. Oh,
that shit is actually dope.
Shout out
I
to
do like that fucking black piece though.
Future Black GMS.
That chain, the thicker one I was looking at. I almost bought the thicker one recently.
But
that same link.
This I like the link with this Odd Future shit. I love this shit. I pay like I said, I like to pay homage. I like to pay respects to motherfuckers that help inspire me, man. And Odd Future is definitely one of the fucking groups that have inspired the fuck out of me. Just to be myself and not really give a fuck about,
Where are they from?
Odd Future.
Cali. That's
Tyler's
and them people, Tyler Creator and shit.
Yeah. Tyler Creator. He definitely doesn't give a fuck what anybody
Bro,
thinks.
like I have
Not at all.
That's the reminder, man. Like, just especially the
You've
creative
been following them
process
for a long ass time.
The creative process. That's what makes me go and try to do a lot of shit myself.
Yeah,
because that inspires me. Like you learn the shit and you want to practice and you want to get better because you really love music. Like it's not about the material aspect behind it or trying to make the most money behind it. Like it really is therapy for me. Like in the people that support me, I like beyond appreciate the people that really support me and really fuck with me and listen to my shit, take the time to listen to it, because it really it really helps me. It really fucking helps me, and I hope it helps other people.
That's the key right there.
Yeah,
is what it does for others.
Yeah.
So you said you were working on another project.
Yep, I am.
Got a few songs done, a few songs out.
About 4 songs done. Me and my guy True are gonna work on some music together. I'm working with another producer from California right now. He goes by Illegal Spiegel.
Oh, shout out to Illegal Spiegel.
Yeah, he's
we've used all of his YouTube beats illegally.
Yeah,
Illegal Spiegel. Sorry.
He's a.
Yeah, we paid homage to him and shit.
Yeah, we just used him. We didn't buy him.
He's
but
cold.
we still fucking give him credit and shit. That's cool.
Yeah, he's matter of fact.
Dude, he's sick.
He's getting paid off of quite a few of our videos.
I don't know if he's like publicly said it yet. I haven't checked his socials or nothing, but he's working on a project, and he's working with pretty much a bunch of the artists that he has worked with him so far, and I'm gonna be featured on that too.
Dope.
So.
Yeah,
nice.
you put us on him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he's so
because
fire.
I found out about him in like.
Man, that one beat that you did.
Yeah, I think it was
What
like.
is that mob beat? What was that?
Fuck.
What are you talking about? The one that he freestyled over? He's freestyled over like 3 of his beats.
Yeah, I've got a few songs with him.
Yeah, but it was that fucking god.
Matter of fact, Ready, I think my song Ready is produced by him.
Man, that one beat.
I've been fucking with him for years.
Are you talking about one of his songs or the freestyle?
I think it was the freestyle over that one.
Where he was sitting in a stool in the middle of the room with the mic hanging, Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
And he was
Mike Tyson.
And you had some like pre-written bars.
Yeah, yep.
And then you just started going off the head.
Yeah.
And it was shortly after Trump had been elected, and you started talking some shit about Trump. That was hilarious.
I remember that beat now.
You were like,
I do remember that beat.
Fuck Donald Trump. That word I can't say is a bitch.
That's a bar.
I had to think about that
right
for a
there.
second right
That's
there. I was like, what did he
itself.
say after that? Oh, that's what he said. I can't say that.
I gotta watch that again. It's been some years, man. I've been fucking with y'all for a while. Y'all been fucking with me for a while. I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, of course, man. Of course. You're always welcome back, man. Always. We'll always find a place.
Y'all motherfuckers busy now. Motherfuckers busy as a motherfucker. Motherfuckers booked and booked and booked. That's a beautiful thing to see, man. I like to see my people out here working, man.
I just finished booking us up into September this week.
Oh, for real?
So we're all the rest of this month, all of August, half of September booked. booked, and I'm sure we're gonna end up with a couple more somewhere in there. Doing back to back. Like we recorded 2 today. I'm sure. That's the thing now is like we're getting to the point where we're the premier place to go. So like the artists that are from here but don't work out of here, when they come here, they want us to make time for them.
Right.
So we got to fit them in, and then sometimes we fucking fit them in, and then the motherfuckers don't show up. And then
go off real quick, man. Tell them how you really feel.
I went off last week. Sorry. Really? No, that shit does piss me off. But I also understand. I think part of what we addressed last week about it is they don't think about that.
Yeah.
The people, they're not thinking like, oh, we're really fucking them over by not showing up. I don't think it's that they don't give a shit. I think it's they don't realize it.
They don't respect the platform that is the Wisemen.
See, and I don't even think that's it.
It's not giving a shit.
I mean, if they ain't showing up, that's not
You're
respectful.
Right. That's a part of it. But I think sometimes people fail to realize what goes into what we do here.
Yeah.
People think that we just fucking kick it at a table and crack some mics. Like, no. There's a whole bunch of shit that we got families, we got kids, and I can't expect everybody to think about that.
Right.
Like you got your own family and kids. You're not thinking about my family and my kids. You know what I mean? Like, so you're not thinking by me not being able to make it today and canceling on you an hour or 2 beforehand. You're not thinking, oh shit, he probably like had to figure out his day and get his kids taken care of and like leave the house and go to the studio. You know what I mean? They're not thinking that.
Right.
So I think it's important, and we talked about it last week, we're addressing it again, that people understand those things. Like,
let it be known.
We got kids, we got families. We have to take measures to be able to do this for a couple of hours on a Tuesday night. You know what I mean? Like, we have to set this time aside, which means we got to make sure our wives are home, or we got to make sure our kids are taken care of, or someone can watch them. Or
like when you hit me and let me know, like, yo, we need to push back out. Cool. You gotta fucking work with the people that's working with you.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's exactly what the situation was.
Yep.
Joe needed a little more time because otherwise he would have been sitting here with the baby in his lap doing a podcast.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So it was like, okay, we need to push this guy, then we need to push this guy too. Like, that's just how it had to be.
And that's also just how y'all working, man. Y'all really getting this shit done. And despite having, other things going on in life, y'all still get this shit done, and y'all still do this shit amazingly. I give y'all,
try to keep it
y'all
as
flowers right
possible,
now,
man.
motherfuckers.
This is our motherfucking job, baby.
Yeah.
We look at it as our job. We treat it like our
100%.
job. We take care of it like our job.
Every fucking Tuesday.
Every Tuesday, the club going up.
I came prepared too.
Shout out to McConan. You got some bars for us?
I came prepared.
Do you have anything else any closing statements? Anything you want the people to know?
I got some bars.
What I want the people to know is, because I don't want to take up too much time with myself. I just want to be. I just want to get to the point with who I am. I've been out here for a minute, man. I've been doing this shit for a minute. I'm a fucking rapper. I really, really do this shit. And I want to say I appreciate everybody who's still fucking with me to this day. It's been people that have been here the entire whole 10 fucking years. You know what I'm saying? So I fuck with them. And shit, we didn't get into some of the spiciness that's been going on around it. But that's another thing. I don't even want to insert my opinion into that anymore, because of the simple fact that people have been handling that very well.
Yeah,
I don't have to say shit.
We've talked about it so much, and I feel like the only thing to really say about it is, if you're out here assaulting, disrespecting, hurting fucking women, then you deserve to get sniped by my guy that threatened me.
Period, dog.
And
you deserve to get sniped in the dome.
And if you are
scope,
if you are someone that's guilty of this, and we know that of you, then you should definitely not be allowed to be a part of this community.
You ain't pulling up, man. Cause
period.
We pull. I just said that the other day. I want one of these motherfuckers to pretend like none of this shit happened and try to have a show out here, anywhere.
So Fundo, you gotta move to Canada.
You pulling up?
far up, Canada.
Who are all the other ones that have been accused that we know have been solidified?
There's Fundo.
Fundo, we know for sure.
There's Dem
Atlas.
So it looks bad. I don't know if it's been solidified because I actually liked his statement. The last statement that he made, I liked.
Yeah,
I thought he did a better job of taking responsibility for his actions, and then
he
also
still denied the whole physical shit.
The one part that he said was completely fabricated, and I want to make sure that I've been saying this also, that believe women when they say they've been assaulted.
Right.
Now I want to be very clear. I think that two things can be true when it comes to these situations. Okay. I think that women can feel assaulted, which means that they were assaulted. Mm-hmm. And a man that did the assaulting not realize it. Okay. That he was hurting her. I think that that's very possible.
That is.
I think that's what happened in Dwayne's situation. Mm-hmm. I think that girl really felt assaulted. She felt like she was done wrong. But I don't think Dwayne did anything intentionally to hurt that girl. Yeah. So I think that's the first time.
I don't think that situation should have been.
Should not have been carried out on the internet.
It shouldn't have been that
ever.
Way. And like I said, I'm gonna leave my opinion, to myself as far as that situation. But I wish nothing but the best for my guy Dwayne, because I know he's a good person. I know people make bad mistakes sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I know some people make mistakes, man. But Dwayne is a good dude, man, and I fuck with him heavy, and I know that that situation is gonna be rectified at some point.
So I want to be clear. I did address the situation once before. We ended up cutting the whole clip.
Right.
He was addressed. Other people were addressed in the clip, and we decided afterwards in post production that it was all just
it's not a vibe.
It was too messy.
Right.
But I want to make sure that I'm being clear right now.
Yeah.
Since I did mention it.
All my views and my opinions are mine.
Dwayne is somebody that I have not been able to find a way to get along with. Mm. I don't hate him.
Which I don't even know why. I have never.
I don't hate him, but I also don't really like him, and I have my reasons, and that's fine. And if he wants to talk about it, we can talk about it.
Yeah,
he knows where to reach me. So this opinion is coming from somebody that I don't really like Dwayne very much.
Okay,
as a person from my experiences, and I just think that that girl felt done very, very wrong, and I think that she acted at a time when it seemed like this is my time to say what I've been wanting to say for a while.
Yeah, definitely.
Because other people were out there, and it was like, okay, I'm not alone. Definitely. Let me get out there and say what I've been feeling. Mm-hmm. And I believe Dwayne was genuinely like confused by this.
Yeah.
And so that's another thing that I think is important for women to know also is sometimes when we say like, yo, we didn't do that, we didn't mean to do that, we really didn't mean to do that. Yeah. Like there are times, and I'm not saying every situation is the same, but I have brought this up before as well. Yeah. I have had to reach back to a couple of people in my life, women in my life that I've like had to think like, could that have been perceived that way? Yeah, it could have been.
Yep.
Let me make sure it wasn't. You know what I mean? So I reached back and turned out, I'm good.
Right.
I'm okay.
Right.
But we've all had those types of situations. Yeah. And in my case, those situations were all good.
To bring it off that specific topic, that goes to just how we have been conditioned as men growing up.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of that conditioning has to do with the things that we've heard in music and the things that we have seen on TV, and thinking that sex has been something that is supposed to be mandatory between a male and a female or whoever's getting together. You know what I'm saying? Yep. I feel like that's something that that's the conditioning that a lot of men need to get out of.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And that's not, and we see it now because of how all these stories have come to surface.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people have, like, and you realize in that moment, a lot of people have felt uncomfortable because of the position that person was in.
Yeah.
They felt like that it was something that they had to do, not something that they wanted to do.
Yeah.
So
I also want to be clear. If Dem Atlas is responsible for doing what those pictures portrayed, if he did that to her, fuck that guy.
Yeah, on site. Yeah,
on site. Period. Yeah. But there's no substantiation. Like,
right,
and we don't know for sure that was really him.
And I want to make it clear.
And that's the only reason I say.
I want to make it clear to the people that are dealing with a situation where it's two sides of the story, and one person saying they did something, the other person saying they didn't do it, or whatever, vice versa. I'm just gonna hope that they figure that out.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying?
Those I think that's part of the problem. Again, to go back to the Meg Thee Stallion situation.
Yeah.
Why do we got to run to the internet with it? You know what I mean? Like run to the police.
Yeah.
Or run to a lawyer, or run to the person that you're claiming hurt you.
Right.
And tell them. You know what I mean? Like, are they just finding out? Like this situation with Dwinell. He found out that he had hurt somebody because of a post on the internet. Like that shouldn't be how he finds that out.
Imagine how left field that is.
Right.
Like, that was a huge like game changer, especially like, and it's just I know that it fucked with him. You know what I'm saying?
Sure,
it could fuck with somebody real heavy when something like that happens, and you got to like really step back, not only reevaluate yourself, but reevaluate your decisions in life and like how you move and the things that you do. Like, I know it's going to be hard for, a lot of these people to even besides him, what is Fundo going to do? What is he going to do?
Yeah. Fundo is a dirty motherfucker.
So is he done making music for now?
Gotta be. He can't make music. He can't do shit.
Because there's no way he's going to be anywhere in Minneapolis doing anything.
Yeah, nah.
Is he going to move and start doing music? Because I'm pretty sure motherfuckers that know of him and who are his fans know of the situation.
He's got to hang up. He can't be in music anymore.
And then you have
that grooming shit.
Yeah.
That's real predatorial. Like, I feel like when I hear shit like that, I feel like it's only a matter of time before you were going to be on some like
when I heard the story of someone
predator
grooming
shit.
Motherfuckers, like y'all out here grooming people.
Yeah,
what the fuck is grooming? Like
you're befriending girls when they're 16 so you can fuck them when they're 18.
That's crazy.
Get the fuck.
What did Charlamagne say? He said that was red shirting, the same shit Tyga did to Kylie. He said he was red shirting her, hanging out with her while she was younger, and then waited till she was 18. But we don't think Tyga did that. I don't think Tyga.
You can't red shirt until a girl is 18.
Yeah, you can't do that.
And even then, that's still fucking weirdo behavior.
It is.
It's still weirdo behavior. You can't be doing all that.
That shit is damn. That was a crazy last word to give these motherfuckers. But yeah. Motherfucker, that's how I feel about what's going on. I didn't really say a lot, but like I said, I just want to keep a lot of my opinion to myself because a lot of shit has been said, and I want to, and I also want to take this time to shout out aunties. They're the women of our culture.
You mean like Ayers. Literally? Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, Sophia Ayers.
I thought you were just shouting out all the aunties.
No.
They
got a crowdfund going on. They're trying to start a venue out here that's owned by the women here.
Yep.
I hope I'm not getting that wrong. I believe that's what's going on.
You're right. I don't remember all the details, but you got it.
So, shout out to them.
Who is it? Sophia Ayers.
Sophia Ayers.
DJ.
I'm not trying to get this wrong, so I'm gonna make sure I shout them out the right way.
Kizzy?
We're gonna get this right. We're not gonna do this.
Yeah, we definitely want to get this one right, especially after this conversation we just had.
Sophia Ayers, Lady Midnight, DJ Keezy.
There we go. Yep.
Those three right there. Shout out to y'all.
Yep.
The most talented, some of the most talented women in our culture, in our city, in our hip hop scene. And if you can, go to their page and donate to them. Get that venue started because we'll
post a link in the description of this episode.
Yep.
So you can just go click it and then.
So that's what I want to say.
Facts. Agreed. I like it. Where can I find you?
You guys can Google BlackK GMS, BlackK GMS, all one word. I will say it again, BlackK GMS, all one word. Google that. You will find everything you need to find of me on all streaming platforms, videos, all that. Subscribe to my YouTube. You're going to get a lot more content on there. That's BlackK GMS as well. And,
plus some already existing dope videos.
Yep. And my IG, BlackGMS. Follow me on there. And yeah.
Word. Well, we appreciate you joining us as always.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all, man. I feel the love. I feel the love, man. Thank y'all.
Wisemen Show, episode 206. We out. Peace.
We out.